Good day, folks. This is Roland. We're going to be looking at responsive transitions. All right, this is super useful, very, very hardworking, quality of life script. So it does responsive scale, slide, and a wipe. And all you need to do is to select one or more layers, and you can create these responsive transitions. It's responsive because once you apply it, it'll automatically calculate the size of each layer and apply the appropriate transitions. Okay, first I need to do this. I'm going to do a grid. Whoops, what happened? Oh, delete that. Let's lock that. So I'm essentially setting a 3x2 grid. Now, some of you who purchased the broadcastGEMs MAG3 will get this free when it's released. Okay, so we're here. So we've got our grid here. And what's nice about that grid is it creates parent layers and stuff, so it might come in handy, but we'll leave that for another day. I'm going to select these and we're going to do a scale transition. So once you apply, as you can see, it's very quick. It drops in some effects, slider controls, and they all have this option, animation controller. And that controls the animation. Okay, let me switch this off the bottom layer so it renders a lot quicker. Okay, so as you can see, there's a transition direction. So these are the only two things you need to control. And maybe this, if you need to adjust the transition duration, just set this value to the end of your transition and you should be fine. So these are the transition options. Let's solo this. Alright, that's not too bad. And it works the same. And if you've watched our expression links, you will know how to link the animation controller, so you can set the duration and the influence handles for the keyframes and also the transition direction. So all can be controlled by a single controller layer. I'm going to remove everything. These are just a couple of expressions from the grid, so I'm just going to remove them. We're also going to remove this. What we're going to do next is we're going to look at the slide transition. Right, so the slide, as you can see, it creates a matte layer. So it applies some effects. It's got a track matte happening. And it's also got some effects here. But same thing, you only need to handle this guy, animation controller, and your transition direction. It's got a couple other options. If you have a layer which supports continuously rasterize, you can enable or leave it unchecked as it is now. Alright, so let's see what this does. Okay, so this does a slide in. It's a lot nicer when you've got logos and stuff. Alright, so pretty straightforward. Undo. Okay, and then responsive white. So these work with all layer types here. Oh, let's look at the Alright, so that's not too bad. And a user asked for a specific solution for shape layers with strokes, because those of you who are experienced, as you know, if a shape layer has a stroke and you're scaling, it doesn't look nice. So we'll look into that for the future. Okay, so do this. We'll enable this. And if you scale this up, okay, let's say if I scale it up to 10%, you'll see it will still work. And that's why I said it's responsive, so it's insanely powerful stuff. What's also nice about Mac, is you can swap layers. So let's say the client comes in and says, hey, I want you to set this up so that it's in alphabetical order. So this will be first, and let's swap with this guy. I'm just going to swap positions, no expressions or other options involved. So it's a straight swap. So this goes up here, we swap those two. This and this. Right, E, F, G, and then we'll swap these two. Okay, and again, everything works as expected. So that's a quick look at responsive transitions, and it works with text layers, nested compositions, bitmaps, videos, and whatnot, with and without rasterization. All right, that's it. Cheers. Bye bye.